Hey everyone, JJ here. Thanks for tuning in for a no fluff stimulus check and bill update. So you may have seen in popular media that Nancy Pelosi put the White House on a 48-hour shot clock to get a deal done on a stimulus check and bill update before the election. So let's talk a little bit about who the key players are to get a deal done, where they differ, and how quickly can we actually get a stimulus check and bill approved. So first, who are the key players? Who is Nancy Pelosi? So Nancy Pelosi is the Speaker of the House of Representatives, which is ran majority by the Democrats. Mitch McConnell is a senator from Kentucky, and he is the majority leader of the Senate, which is currently controlled by the Republicans. Many of you, of course, may know the President of the United States, Donald Trump, who is the head of the executive branch. And also a key name to know is his chief negotiator, and his name is Steve Mnuchin. Steve Mnuchin is the Treasury Secretary. So now that we know who the key players are to get a bill deal done, let's talk a little bit about what's been proposed and where they differ. So what's been proposed by the Democrat side, the House has actually approved a $2.2 trillion bill that has been balked at by the Republicans. The Republicans have actually came up a little bit, and they're currently at $1.8 trillion bill. Neither of the two sides have agreed, so we've got about a $400 billion gap between the two parties. And a big point of contention is state aid. So the Republicans are basically saying that we don't want to bail out blue cities, we don't want to bail out blue states, so that's creating a divide. And recently they've also talked about the best plan forward for coronavirus testing and tracing and tracking, and there's a little bit of a divide in that between the parties as well. So if they are able to come to an agreement, how quickly can a bill actually get passed? Well, the Senate is going to be back in session to vote, which is going to be the end of October. So what we're hoping for is that the two parties can come together, because what do most people really want? Well, they want to get another stimulus check. There's still a lot of unemployed Americans that are out there, so they're hoping to get additional federal stimulus. So hopefully these parties can come together and bridge that $400 billion gap. So make sure to subscribe and like this channel. We're going to talk a lot more about where these two parties can come together. We'll talk about economic updates, and we'll get further into this stimulus deal.